Afternoon everyone, this is Jeff from Daily Drivers, and today we're going to go over the 2020 Subaru Outback Limited. So this is the top of the range of the Outback lineup for 2020. If you're looking for something fully loaded, all-wheel drive, this is pretty much what you want. It's got the nice wheels, you got the 12-inch vertically oriented display with navigation, power everything, leather seats, the whole nine, and I apologize for the wind. I'm testing out this new audio system, hoping it works out well. Power liftgate, of course. It's got the liner package. You got your little handles here so you can flip the seats down flat, as well as these little hooks here for a cargo net, and your little outlet in the back there. Then you lift this up, you got your jack and your spare tire. Go ahead and close that. Oh, gotta unlock it first, I guess. And I hope you guys saw me in the window there. I look like an absolute goof with this hat and camera mounted to my forehead, but I figured it would probably be the best way to do it in terms of an angle for recording. So let's test out the back room here, see what we're dealing with. Making sure I don't snag the wires. So up front, I'm seated pretty much how I would normally. I'm actually really comfortable back here. The leather seats are they're not too firm. They're actually very, very plush. You got your heated back seats, which is nice. And you got USB ports back there for charging, as well as the vents here for the AC. And you'll see the, looks like they have the original window sticker here. It looks like with all the packages, stickers for $37,646. Starts around $33,445, which is pretty cool. Glad they left that there for me. So we're going to go ahead and pop the hood so we can take a look under the hood. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was only a matter of time before that happened. So we got the 2.5 liter flat 4 engine, 182 horsepower, 176 pound-feet of torque, paired with a CVT transmission, but you can opt for a manual mode with paddle shifters that makes it behave like an 8-speed. And you also are rated around 26 around town and 33 miles per gallon on the highway. So for it being all-wheel drive, station wagon, actually got great fuel economy. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go in here and start it up. Kind of go over the interior a little bit. So right off the bat here you see a ton of features. First off, power driver's seat with lumbar. Awesome. You got your memory seats over here, so if you have more than one person, you can set memory. Harman Kardon sound system. We're going to do a little sound test when we start the vehicle up here. And then you also, if you have a little bit of a longer leg, you do have this seat extension if you're a little bit on the taller side. And we're going to hop in here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start it up. Got that Subaru rumble on startup, which I really enjoy. So you got a few features right here on the steering wheel. You got your radio controls, volume, you have your pickup and hang up for your Bluetooth. There's little paddles on the back here on the bottom left for your driver information in the middle screen there. You can see your miles till you're empty, average fuel economy for your trips, time, compass. It'll read tire pressures once we actually start driving. Okay. And this also here, we do have adaptive cruise control, so we can set a distance for following somebody. And then we do have our heated steering wheel down here, which is awesome. Love heated steering wheel. Now, in terms of steering wheel feel, very, very comfortable. That's one of the main things that I really like about this. Right at 9 and 3, where you grip, It's a little chunkier on the back. I actually like that. I mean, to each their own, but I do actually like the fact that 9 and 3 has kind of a chunkier feel right here. It feels very, very comfortable. Now, moving on to the screen here, we do have your radio settings. So you can do AM, FM, Sirius XM capability, of course. Going to your map, we also do have your navigation. And then we have you pairing your phone with Bluetooth, which I already did. And then you have your media, so you can play some music off of your phone. You can change the temperature, dual zone for both sides, or you can use the screen here and change the temperature and how heated you want your seat. There's 3 different settings for both people. So I'm gonna test out the sound system. I'm gonna show you guys the sound system. So I'm gonna put a song on here. Alright, so this so let's test this out. Go back to home. So now, actually I did want to show you some storage. So you do have your sunglass holder right there. There's 2 buttons here. The right side will open up the entire thing with the outlet, the whole space in the console, and the button on the left will just show you a tray. You do have a power sunroof. The buttons are right here for it. And then you have your glove box here, which has a usable amount of storage. Not the most in the world, but a usable amount. Well, alright, so I think I'm ready to take it for a drive. I think we're going to take it for a drive now. So, gotta make sure I don't get any wires caught up. Let's take this for a ride. I'll tell you what, it handles great in the roundabout. Not sure what that guy's doing. Now the cabin is very quiet, but it still allows you to hear that Subaru Boxer rumble underneath the hood. You don't hear a lot of wind noise. Besides the engine noise, the cabin is very, very quiet, which is something that I particularly enjoy. That might be a personal preference, but that is something that I do enjoy. So this is not an easy hill to get up by any stretch, and it handled it pretty well. The RPMs went up a little bit going up the hill, but that's the CVT. It's always trying to find the right RPM range for what you're doing. I can also show the lane departure warning, which is pretty cool. So if you veer out of your lane without using your turn signal, it'll yell at you and flash a light. And we're going to test the handling out on these turns here. Give it a little up the hill. Not too bad. Suspension's not too firm or too soft, it's just right. There actually isn't a whole ton of body roll going around tight turns, which is very surprising. I really thought there was going to be a bit of body roll. So we're going to get on the highway for a little bit and see what kind of on-ramp strength this thing has. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to drop it into manual mode and use the paddles. So we're going to pop that to the left. And right now we're in third. I think I'm going to drop it to like second. Should be more than enough room to do a couple gears. Let's see what this thing can do. Not too bad. I think it short shifted to fourth, I'm pretty sure. But still had a decent amount of power. I mean, it's not the quickest thing in the world, but it felt like 182 horsepower, let's put it that way. I started out in second, but I think I might have held the paddle in for a little too long, and it went from second to third to fourth real quick, which was kind of weird, but no, it had a good amount of power. Felt pretty good. So unfortunately, what I had to do was record a little bit of audio after the fact, which isn't a huge deal, but the reason being is my GoPro decided to run out of battery. I didn't pay attention to the battery, so that's my fault. But what I was going to continue saying as I was driving around was what I really appreciated about the Subaru was the fact that when you put it into the manual mode, when you hit the paddle, it changes gears just about instantly. I've driven way too many manual mode cars, whether you press a button on the gear selector or you press a paddle, where there is a heck of a delay. and there wasn't really any delay with this, so that's something that I really enjoyed about it and really appreciated. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you in the next one, and I will make sure my GoPro is charged up next time.